In this lesson, we are going to learn how we can create circles depending on the data we have available. For the following exercise, a drawing with some auxiliary lines and points has been created to help you understand the differences between the various ways of creating a circle. As always, we will start with the different ways of activating the tool. The Circle tool can be found in both the Draw menu and the ribbon if we look at the Home tab and the panel Draw. As was the case with the previous tools, we can also type the word circle in the command line and press Enter to activate it. As you already know by now though, I prefer using the ribbon to activate these tools. So notice that there is an arrow underneath the circle icon in the ribbon. By clicking this arrow, a drop-down menu with all the available options to create a circle appears. Before I start explaining how every option works, I will open the object snaps to make sure that endpoints, midpoints, and nodes are active. Those are the snaps that I need active right now, so my cursor will be pulled towards the end and the middle of the auxiliary lines, as well as towards the points that have been placed in the drawing. Back to the circle options, with the first one, we can create a circle by simply defining its center and its radius. I will select this option and I will click once to define the center, then type the number 6 and press Enter to specify the radius. The next option is similar to the first one, except that instead of the circle's radius, we need to define its diameter. So I will activate this one, click to define the center again, type the number 12, and press Enter to specify the diameter and create a circle identical with the first one. Next, we will see how we can use 2 or 3 random points to define the boundaries of the circle's perimeter. Let's start with 2 points. Firstly, I will select the first endpoint of the circle's diameter and then the second. And that's it! Another circle has been created. Moving on to the 3-point circle, I will select the same way the 3 points one by one to define the boundaries of the new circle. As you can see, once I select the third point, the circle is automatically created. Lastly, we can create circles that are tangent to lines. There are 2 options for that. Before I show you how they work, I want to point out that for those 2 options, no snaps are necessary. So the first one is tan radius, which creates a circle tangent to 2 lines with a certain radius. And I will select this option. I will move the cursor towards the first line, and when the tangency symbol appears, I will click on the line. I will repeat the same procedure for the second line, and then I will type the number 5 and press Enter to define the radius and create the circle. In the second one, which is tan, I cannot define the dimension of the circle. When I choose this option, I have to click on the 3 lines the circle will be tangent to once the tangency symbol appears. I will click the lines one by one, and by the time I click on the third one, the circle has been created. As you can see, those were all the different options for creating circles.